Syrian government troops and opposition forces have engaged in heavy fighting in Aleppo. It's a city where violent clashes had seldom occurred.
If the killing of 4 of President Assad's inner circle last week was supposed to represent a tipping point, it certainly doesn't look like it in Homs. The city, bombarded month after month, is still a centre of heavy fighting. There are no figures yet for the number killed today, civilian or military, on either side here. Further north, in Syria's largest city, this was President Assad's response to a demonstration against him. Aleppo had until now escaped any serious violence, but the Free Syrian Army is now inside the city and Assad's troops are fighting back. But there have been more defections from Assad's military too. This is Brigadier General Adel Nazir Ferzat, speaking perhaps under duress in fluent Russian, directly to the Russian government, who remain the main sticking point in any UN attempt to end all this.
You feel yourself in Syria as if it was your second fatherland. We ask you, both the authorities and the people, to stand up for our freedom and right cause, for our will.
Syrian state TV said these pictures showed armed terrorists who've been rounded up and arrested in the Medan district. Footage of weapons and ammunition was also broadcast. Meanwhile, as the violence continues, it's claimed Assad's forces are now readying chemical arms for possible use against the rebels.
Levels of violence that brought this response from the UN Secretary-General.
The onus is, above all, on the parties and with the Syrian government in the first place, who must stop the killing and the use of heavy weapons against the population centers. All armed operations must end.
After fighting spread to Syria's borders, Turkish officials today in effect closed one border crossing because of the chaos on the other side.
Every day at the early morning in the day, choppers hovers over the sky of the city of Homs, detect some targeted and then shelling them. We have some neighborhoods were completely destroyed, like Jurshiyah, Al-Karabis and Al-Qusur, and some districts of the old Homs of the city. This daily violence is being on us since 40 days. We are under siege also for the 40 days in a row. The Syrian army is surrounded these neighborhoods by tanks and armored vehicles and the snipers on the roofs. We are living on what we have saved in the homes by food.
Activists say some 5,000 people have fled Aleppo's neighbourhood of Saleh al-Din. In other regions, tens of thousands of Syrians have already sought refuge in neighbouring countries like Turkey or Lebanon.